Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Curious to Box, and this video is a discussion of the film Where the Wild Things Are. I chose to rent it from Amazon this week because an Artscape and Twitter friend said they really connected with it, so I thought I'd check it out. So I rented it on Amazon Instant Video, and I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was an amazing film, and I really liked it, and I wrote a review and everything. And when I get really excited about a film, I always look at what the merchandise is, but unfortunately I missed the boat because I don't tend to. There's quite a few things sometimes where I sort of don't catch on to it when it actually first comes out, and then when all the action figures that come out for it are really cheap, I've missed them. So I tried to look for action figures, and there are some action figures, but they're on really high price now. So, but I really would like the action figures there because they're moulded after the actual how the film characters looked. So I really like how the film characters look. I prefer how the film characters look rather than how the actual original book art characters look. So, but I did get two pops. I got Carol and Max, and I got the making of book, which is beautiful. Now I read the reviews on Amazon about the movie, and a lot of adults didn't like it and didn't get it, but I saw it as an autistic boy, and he's just being autistic, and somebody said he was mean with the dog, but that's just rough housing with your pet, and I do that too. I like wrestling with my cat, and he's cute, but he wasn't trying to hurt the dog. He was just playing and rough housing with him because I'm being really excited. And then, because the boy is called Max, and he's having trouble adjusting to the fact that his parents are divorced and his mum's interested in a new bloke. So he gets upset because there's these kids from across the road. He starts a snowball fight with them, but then one of them jumps on his igloo when Max crawls in his igloo to run away from him while they're playing, but an older kid jumps on his igloo while Max is in it, and Max comes out and he's really upset. So he goes to his room, which is full of all these creations that Max has made and things that are close to him, and he goes and puts on his rabbit outfit, which is his comfort outfit, and then he gets quite excited at dinner time, but then he starts to have a meltdown, but his mum starts grabbing him, which isn't really what he should do, and this mum's new fella starts saying, like, berating the boy and saying he's being bad, so that makes it worse when you're having a meltdown. So eventually Max runs off in his rabbit suit, and then he ends up in the forest, and then we go into the mind of Max as he's working through his emotions and meltdown emotions, and it's really effective because he goes in his mind, he goes on a boat and he meets the wild things, and this is Carol, and all the different wild things, they're all aspects of feelings that you have and how you get through a meltdown, and also aspects of the adults and other people in his life about what they say to him. And at first with Carol, he's destructive and messing things up, because I've sort of learned how not to be destructive, but when I was younger I used to be destructive during bad feelings and anger feelings and meltdown feelings. I would be destructive of some of my possessions, so I thought that was good how it reflected that feeling. And then eventually he stops being destructive, and gets all the wild things to be constructive and start to build things like back up again. So that's good. And then Carol, there's a big like tantrum with Carol, and he's finding it hard to process his feelings, but Max has found KW, who's sort of like a bit, I think sort of is meant to be his mum, but also his calm down side in his head when he's having the meltdown, and she talks him through the emotions, and then eventually Max is like, Carol's sulking because Max doesn't want to do what Carol wants to do anymore, because Carol is like the anger and destruction, but he's sulking because Max wants to fix things again. So he's sulking, and then when Max is ready to leave and ready to come out of his meltdown, he gets back on his boat and starts to sail away from the wild things. But Carol realises his mistake and his grumpy feelings and runs out to say farewell to him. And what they do, they all howl. So they're like blending their emotions together. So Max sails out of his meltdown, and then he runs home to see his mum again, and he gets his tea. So I really liked the film. I really liked how it showed, because for me it really showed how it's like to have a meltdown, and how you explode with anger and want to destroy things, and then you work through things in your mind, and eventually the tension releases and you let go. So I really liked the movie, and I really like all the creatures. I really like the goat guy. I thought he was cute. So I got this book, and this is how they made the movie. So I haven't read it properly yet, but I've looked through it and it's amazing. Because the clever thing with the book is it's bound, so if you hold it like that, it spells M for Max. So I thought that was really cool. So you start with the front cover, and then it's got all how they got all the. This is the sort of pre-production bit where they're all trying to come up with the movie, or how they're going to do the movie. And then you go past this spine bit, and you get to the making the movie, making the production, and it shows you all the stages of actually making the film, and how they made the film, and that's Carol. So it looks really cool to read. And then so that's the production, and then the post-production is you actually turn it around and you go into this middle bit, and you can see all the post-production of how they added the visual effects and how they put all the CGI in and all the music. So I really recommend, once you've seen the movie, getting this book, because it's beautiful too. And there's a lovely picture of Max Records as Max. So I thought he's a brilliant actor. He really did a really good job in this movie. It wasn't like stage school, it was just really natural, and I really felt the emotions of it. So this is the book that I got. So let's open the Funkos. So I got the Max Funko, which looks like this. This is Pop Books #1 Max, Where the Wild Things Are. I think they only released Max and Carol, but because they released the other one. But the action figures that I saw, I think them by Medicom, because I think McFarlane, who does Spawn figures, they did the boot characters, but the Medicom figures are the ones of the costumes in the movie, so I really want those if I can find them at a good price. So this is Max, and he's got his crown on, and he's got his king's scepter which he gets from a wild thing. So this is his comfort outfit, and in the movie it's bunny ears, but because they haven't put that on this outfit, so you can just see the crown, and then on the back it's like a wolfy tail, and it's got claws on, and in the movie it's got whiskers on, but they haven't put them on this figure. So that's Max. So I think that's really cute, and it's really got his like facial expressions really good, and he really stands up well. Then next we are open Carol. And this is Carol. I think he's more like the out of the book Carol, but he's really cute. He's got his horns and his cute face and his claws and his stripy furry bit, and then his legs are like scaly dragony legs, and then he's got a big bushy tail. So he's really cute. Let's see if he stands up well. Yeah, stands up perfectly. He's brilliant. I think he's really cute. And Max is also really cute. So this is my video about what I think about the film Where the Wild Things Are. I totally recommend it. I think you should totally watch it, because you'll find out how it feels to be within a meltdown inside your head, and I think I really recommend it, and I think it's beautiful, and I'd like to thank my Artscape and Twitter friend for introducing me to it, so thank you. And so I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Yay!